Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. In front of us we have the Sangean SR-32. This is an AM/FM headset portable radio. You can find this version selling on Amazon USA for $22.99. I thought I'd pick one up because I like my headset radios. Let's check it out. Sangean SR-32. FM/AM handheld receiver clear. Now, why it's clear, I don't know. It's probably destined for our correctional facilities in the US because I've seen black and silver for other countries. So, yeah. Let's go check this out. We got QR codes, Facebook, Instagram, and mystery. On the back here, FM/AM band. Excellent sound reception. Okay. Earphones included. Nice. Picture of it. Okay, took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. So in the box, we get to start a show. There it is. Awesome. Get the set of earbuds. Get a carry lanyard. Nice. Since there's no belt clip, I'm a fan of that. And of course we get a warranty card, limited 90-day care. And then we have an instruction manual, which I don't really think it needs. It's like, it shows you where the buttons are and everything, how to put the lanyard on. Looks pretty basic, right? Battery compartment. I think that's about it, right? How much more instructions can you get? Let me see. Alright, hold on a second, here we go. FCC, so you're going to want to read all this and memorize it. Who does that? Yeah, don't turn the sound too loud, though I think it's limited. I turned it up, and I think I had the thing at full volume, and yeah, it wasn't hurting my ears at all, and I have sensitive ears. So I think there's already a limiter in place. Okay, you get the idea, right? Battery operation, 2 AA's, sweet. Okay, headphone input. Volume on off. Okay, you get the idea, right? Tuning scale specifications don't really tell you a whole lot. This is output power, 1 milliwatt. Should run a long time on 2 batteries, I'm guessing. Don't you think? All right. How to read your serial number. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Throw that aside. Okay, so we're going to put these aside here. Headphone quality, I liked it. The wires are about 47 inches, so if you're wondering, they kind of act as your antenna for your FM radio. So, yeah, it works great. So, but I'm not going to be using this in this video. I'm going to use an external speaker so we can hear what the radio is doing. But yeah, I actually thought these were rather comfortable too. They got kind of a rubberized jacket here. And yeah, they fit well for my ears. And usually I don't like these type, but these are nice. All right, great. Get out of the way. All right, let's talk about the radio. Radio, and it's getting kind of fuzzy. It's weird. Let me put a piece of board down, I guess. There we go. That might make it look nicer. There we go. All right. So dimension-wise, we have 2.5 inches wide. We have a height of 3 3/8 of an inch. And we have a depth of 1 inch. Nice. Size comparison. I'll bring this up a little bit. Let's see what we got handy here. Move this up a little bit. There we are. We have CC Pocket in the house. A little smaller than the CC Pocket, right? Yeah. There you go. Current time is 11:45 p.m. That's Central Standard Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA, for the sake of the band scan. Nice. What else we got going on here? We have a Skywave 2 in the house. Sweet. All right. If we don't have those, of course, we always have a deck of cards. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves Sangean radios from Taiwan land. He's Iron Man. Dun, 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 Taiwan land. Yeah, you get it. But they're based in, they got either an outfit or a company headquarters in America, which is good. But there you go for size. Awesome. All right. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's talk about the Sangean SR-32 and its features. All right. Zooming on down. All right. So when you're holding this, it feels nice. It's got rounded corners. The clear enclosure is pretty cool. I'm a fan. I mean, I have a Game Boy that's clear from back in the day, and it's awesome. So yeah, you can see where everything's at. There's your antenna, ferrite antenna. Nice. It's just under 2 inches, 1 7/8 of an inch. Nice. You can see how the batteries are in there. You got your volume on-off control. A lot of fun stuff here. So yeah. So let's talk about it. So right away, yeah, turn it on like this. And of course, you're not going to hear anything, so I haven't hooked up yet. I don't know if I'm on FM or AM. Okay, let's see what we got going on. There we go. You'll see the little tuning LED indicator here, so I get to turn on. A little finicky, you got to go back and forth a little bit, but there you go, tuning LED. Awesome. We have our dial. You can see FM on the left there, 88 to 108, and AM on the right, 530 to 1710. Cool setup. You got this white indicator, and the dial accuracy is fairly good across there. Hopefully you'll get to see that in this video. The only thing I have is with the tuning. We'll talk about that in a second. Sangean printed there in the front. Of course, you can see that AM antenna there through the bottom. Kind of cool. It's kind of a wider one. Nice. And then off to the right here, we have our tuning wheel. You saw me tuning that. Top, we have our headphone jack. Of course, that's how you're going to use this to listen. There is no speaker, as you can see. And yeah, so the headphone experience, using the stock headphones that came with it. No hiss, could not hear any hiss, which is great. Though this radio is not FM stereo, believe it or not. You know, what the heck? You can get a Sony SRF-49, 59, 39 for probably the same price used with FM stereo, and it sounds wonderful, and it's analog. This is a DSP radio, digital signal processor. And yeah, we'll talk about that. But, you know, other than that, it's like it begs the question, is it worth it without FM stereo? I mean, come on, it's a headset radio. It should be stereo, you would think, right? Well, if you're into talk radio, it don't matter. So, FM, expect weak lows. Yeah, they weren't that great. They weren't thumping. So I guess that's good. I'm a fan of not having heavy bass, so because I got tinnitus, so it tends to trigger it. Strong mids, strong highs. AM is a low neutral tone, which is good for talk radio. I noticed the AM listening was nice on this radio. Typically, Sangeans are a little muddy, they call it, a little too low. But this one's not too bad, though. I enjoyed it. Band select switch, FM, AM. It's on the AM position right now to the right. FM is left. And then, of course, we can see the circuit board. And I kind of zoom in a little bit. It's got some printing over it. You can see it's got the model number SR-32. A little bit of writing there. I don't know if I can get it in focus. Or yeah, you kind of see it's kind of encased there, I think. Or is that printed? No, it's scratched in. Okay, so it's got a little barcode in there. I think the DSP chip, I'm not really going to be able to get that into focus, I don't think. But there's like some numbers, but I didn't see anything real fancy with that one. You know, none of your typical DSPs, but there's your circuit board. Pretty straightforward. So 2 AA batteries, got this compartment that slides, so you push down, and it opens up, and it's attached, so you don't lose the door. It's kind of nice. There's your AA battery, so your top battery positives to the right, and the bottom battery positives to the left, looking at the radio from the back side. Nice. So we'll slide that back up, lock it in place. Of course, it'll run nickel metal hydrides or alkalines. No big deal, though you might change the nickel metal hydrides out quicker. And then we have a little lanyard hook point right here. That's where you put that lanyard they showed. Awesome. So there it is. Okay, so let's talk about some reception reports and then get to tune in this radio and hear what it sounds like. Yeah. So FM reception was pretty good. You're going to like this one. So I do it on a 5-tier method. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. Those who watch my videos know. I sit down, I go through the entire band. Here we can pick up in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, and I found on this radio 74 stations with the headphones supplied. Amazing. Probably because of the length of the wire. It really helped. I give it a good to very good on sensitivity, and for selectivity, I give it a very good, even though it's tedious to tune, which you might hear in this video. Going back and forth to get the stations to come in clear, it's a kind of a pain. I'm not a fan because there's a little bit of backlash on this, and sometimes you'll tune it in and you let go of the wheel and it goes away. That is annoying. So yeah, you'll have to play around with it probably till it breaks in. I'm guessing this will break in over time, this little belt. So yeah, that's what's putting tension on the tuning wheel. So I'm sure it's direct tuning, and this is just an indicator that rides along with the wheel as it spins. So that's that. So FM, it rocks. It's Sangean all the way. Sangean's known for their FM quality, so it definitely has a great FM chip inside there and handles well. Medium wave, daytime AM broadcast band. It's great on locals. I liked it, and it was good on semi-locals all the way up to the top of the band. So yeah, it's a good all-around AM radio during the day. I enjoyed it. So let's go to the bottom of the AM band here, and we will plug it into an external speaker. I'm going to be using a old school, you're going to like this one, my Sonra. This is the SN-1313 UAT. Yes, I reviewed this back, I don't know when, like 5-6 years ago. These were selling for like $10. Even got a light on there. Look at that. $10 on Amazon, and I got a couple of them. I like them so much. It is like auxiliary in, and it works great for headset radios. I love it. So yeah, it even has a mini USB. You can tell how old it is. All right, so let's go ahead and fire it up. I got this. Got like I'm thinking a 6-foot wire. 6-foot, yeah, 6-foot wire here. And this will help with our FM reception. But right now we're gonna do it for AM. So plug this in. And let's get ready to rock. So.
Right here on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Let's talk rechargeable battery safety with tips from the National Fire Protection Association.
This downward spiral of high-interest credit card debt, you will never get your budget in balance, ever. But if you find solutions that maybe they can offer you...
Spend a whole lot of time explaining why this isn't very much money. Math, and I think he knows that this is not a lot of money.
He doesn't care.
It's just not a value to him, but he needs to understand that.
It's valuable to her.
Yes. Yes. You know, you gotta turn the lights off at the end of the day. So.
Process at RTP operates in the 5-star at 6.196% for well-qualified borrowers. Call 866-615-9200 for details about credit costs and terms. Visit www.americanfinancing.net/Hannity.
And in our neighborhood, several years ago, we discovered some houses are giving out full-size candy bars. I have a fun with that.
I do too.
I think that you're a teenager, you go buy your own full-size candy bar. You don't get it at my house. We're giving...
At Black Information Network and Blue Sky at Black Info Net. I'm Esther Dillard on your home for Black News First, the Black Information Network.
Okay, it's 640. Just giving you an idea where we're at in the dial. It's pointing kind of just slightly under 700 there. So here is our time, 11:54 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, Chicago, Illinois, USA. The month's November 2025, if you're wondering. Okay. Chicago, Illinois, northwest suburb.
The Black Information Network. The Shelby County Schools.
Next 5, okay.
Bridges Walk to School Day.
Is telling our story. Your money on the Black Information. And then if you beat them, now the Giants know they can take that away from you. So it's not an easy. I don't know. I don't like the.
Here's 670 to score to SCR Chicago. I'm not going to give too much commentary. I'm just going to zip through the band here. But yeah, I tried for Nashville. I didn't hear it. I don't think Nashville's coming in, actually. So let's try the Skywave here and find out. Let's plug it in and just see if it's... Yeah, it's pretty weak. Okay, so as you can see, that's why it didn't come in. All right, let's keep going. Keep doing it along.
Broncos beat them up, and somehow they lost to the Cardinals. How did they lose to the Cardinals? What happened there?
Okay, 720, I believe, WGN. Now that could improve that 740 CFZM, Toronto, Ontario. 740. Yeah, 460 miles northeast.
Gerald Equipment Bulls Radio Network powered by Heli Forklift. See Red Chicago. We see you out there doing things your way. So why retail giants as everyone else when you could...
A little trickier.
That'd be great, but we're
A little trickier during the evening hours.
operation. Huge sports.
Governor, I want you to Trump's attention on his presidential advisory board in the past and every other coalition and or any of the Trump family that could give me
Hard to get on frequency.
pretty much standing alone in this, basically.
840 WHAS. Ground zero right now. Coast to coast usually comes down a little later.
Legislature in every state that they're the controller of how the infrastructure of elections, and we get into trouble when some other authority tries to subsume that outside the Constitution. Thank you, Sandra. That
Where it talks about the rape argument. That the difficulties in
Music there's 940 WFAW for Atkinson, Wisconsin. So yeah, I mean, the dial accuracy is fairly good. Going the wrong way.
College degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now. Take your mark, get set. Your evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those qualified, including the
Touchy little thing.
Frames makes it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even
some of the executive producers.
Just zip up the rest. So you kind of need a strong signal for it to hang in there, and that's toughened at nighttime. So during the day, there was no issues like this at all. You could hear your stations, a lot of selectivity. I was picking up everything. It was nice. But yeah, during the evening, it's not so much fun on AM. So okay, there we are. That's the AM band. Well, you get the idea. Kind of, I was picking up my locals, no problem, and some semi-local stations. But other than that, I mean, I guess you could try to DX with it, but it's going to take a little bit of effort. As you heard, it was you probably have to bring a passive loop in and kind of get an idea where you're at with the indicator, and then try to find your station if you're going for a long distance. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to FM. Goes real quick, and then we'll do final thoughts. Oh wait, go to the bottom of the band first. There we go. I do want to mention that this is 8775 and it comes in nice and clear. There's no like off tuning, which is nice. This is cool. So it must tune it like lower steps or smaller steps, excuse me. So yeah. Yeah, it's MeTV. What's that? Channel 6 audio. Some stations off the air.
Birahanga and Rob Young.
The United Nations Security Council has endorsed Gaza peace plan. Its implementation that her dude is crushing on a doll, often tangled in stories of love and jealousy. And with that, you get Coppelia, a story about a doll so lifelike that some silly village man, a real life,
one of the most powerful men in the world, the boss of Google, Sundar Pichai, talking about the artificial intelligence revolution. He tells us about how
plans that we made
Pulls out your body like a music play.
Everybody seems so famous.
Jesus.
In and out.
It used to.
Monica, you've been too good.
Southeast winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Overcast.
Has struck its part when the world has dealt it. Really miss you as soon as you leave. Double texting that really ain't me. You got something to hide.
I ain't picking no flowers from the season out. So what no telling me.
Oh, and thanks for making that happen, by the way. Your financial gifts help keep the work.
I've been shaking. I love it when you go crazy. You take
How comprehensive biomarker testing before treatment may help you
Han desaparecido de YouTube TV. Hagan oír su voz. Pidan a YouTube TV que vuelva a transmitir canales.
Okay, that's it. That's Draft on Band. Sweet. Yeah, you know what? Some final thoughts. I'm going to unplug that out of the way, turn the radio off there. Okay, cool. So the SR-32. What do I think about this? Well, what's my likes, dislikes, and overall opinion? Likes, I like the FM reception. It is great. It is tedious with this. Like I said, I think it's the belt. You heard me, like hitting a station, then it going off the station when I let go. So I was actually trying to hold it in place while I was tuning it. So it was kind of annoying. Yeah, to the viewer, you're probably like, what the hell? But yeah, to me, it's like, this is a pain. But yeah, it's I think it'll loosen up over time. I mean, you can see it creeps. It's a little snug right in here. I can feel it, like it wants to like come back down. Yeah, it's a backlash just because there's just a small amount of tuning space here. And yeah, any kind of tightness on this belt is going to cause some backlash. But we have that problem. But anyway, likes, FM reception. Great. I love it. It's awesome. The included headphones are decent. You know, I was really impressed. Usually these are junk and you end up throwing them away, but these are good. You're going to like them. So that's one less thing you got to buy. Bonus there. I mean, I'm going to have to give that probably a big bonus because that's actually not bad to have. So thank you. 90-day warranty. Well, that's not really a thing, but the thing is cool that there is a warranty. Daytime AM is good on this radio. It really is. I wish I probably should have filmed this in the daytime, but evening is when I can film. So I thought I'd go for some long distance stations. Did not happen, but yeah, this is what it is. AA operation. Can't stress that enough. It's simple, straightforward. You know, could probably get 100 hours on the radio. I'm guessing at low volumes. It sips the current. So yeah, using that there, no problem at all. Just 2 AA's, basic, simple. And again, you can buy this right on Amazon, and it's not too bad in price. You know, $23. You know, for a Sangean. I mean, it's our lowest priced radio on the market. So, tuning LED. Do love that. It's nice. And a sturdy build quality. This thing feels like it could handle a drop, probably without breaking. Might chip it, but I don't think it's going to fall apart on you. It just feels like it's made of some stronger plastics. You know, there really isn't much creaking to this thing. I'm trying to flex it. Yeah, it's put together pretty well. So, I do like the build quality. I'm going to give it a thumbs up on that. Dislikes and wants. Well, that backlash is a really hard thing to deal with on a DSP radio like this. And yeah, so that has me bummed a little bit. But like I said, not all radios may have this. They may have fixed this. Because I've had this radio for about a year, I think. And I found it. I'm like, hey, I got to review that. And I think the reason why I didn't review it because this Backlash was driving me nuts. But I kind of showed it, so now you know maybe what you might expect. Add FM stereo, hello. I mean, like I mentioned before, you can pick up a cheap Sony, all day long for probably the same price as this thing, and you're going to have an amazing experience with that. Let me tell you, it sounds amazing with FM stereo on an old Sony. Fantastic. You may not get all the stations like I got on this thing because DSPs tend to be better on FM. This one was amazing. It's not going to match the reception on sensitivity, but you'll get to hear your stations in stereo, so that's a thing. That'd be nice if they added it and just had to switch mono or FM. That'd be awesome. So overall, what do I give it? I give it a maybe recommendation. Yes, because it's $23. It doesn't have FM stereo, and it's rather large. Now, you can buy those smaller headset radios. They use AAA batteries for like $12, $13. Retekis, off the top of my head, Prunus sells one. Yeah, they're great. They work. They got FM stereo. They got deep bass boost. They got some cool stuff going for them. But they don't run on AA batteries. They're not as robust build. So if you're looking for something more easy to manage and hold, this might be the way to go for you. But there's options on the market, so that's the only reason why I give it a maybe. If this thing had FM stereo on it, I probably would give it a thumbs up all the way. It would be no big deal. If the price was lower, like if this was like under $15, I would say yeah, snag it. But at $22.99, it's a maybe. You got to really like Sangean and like this product to want to pick it up. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. 2, if you like Sangean radios, want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon. Whenever they come out with a new style, I'll try to pick it up and review it on the channel. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the Sangean SR-32. After what you've seen here, is it a skip, pass, thinking about it? Do you have one already and yours is better than mine? Let me know in the comment section down below and I'll read it. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.